right. Good evening, everybody. Let's do a sound and visual check. How's everybody tonight? Sunday night. Probably a lot of people watching some football. Already up $1,400. Nice. Great. Well, it looks like we're breaking out today. But let's get started. Let's jump into it. There's a lot going on, and let's see what we can do. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. This Slow Markets. I'm Coach Dakota, Coach DBA. In the YouTube chat is our risk disclosure. This is not a signals class. Everything that we go over tonight and every night is for educational purposes only. So let's dive into it. We're going to do our regular rapid fire, which will review the NASDAQ, crude oil, the Nikkei, which is the Japanese market, and then gold right at 8 p.m. Sometimes we do see a spike in volatility. And if there's any good trades set up, maybe we could review them together. So let's start on the NASDAQ actually. Let's start on the NASDAQ daily, which we typically do. Take a look at this. This is as bullish as it gets to me. This is the daily chart. You can see we've had that massive sell-off, and then we're starting to see a pattern form. This is a pattern. This is a pattern that I like to see as a bull, and we are at an area. This is a very interesting area where we made a higher low, and we are right at the previous pivot point high. And so it's going to be a question of, we're testing the high right now. This high is going to be around 20,200 to 20,000, basically where we're at. 20,000 even, which is a big round number. And you can see there was a lot of support and resistance. This is a key decision zone in the NASDAQ, in this market. And so the question that we're seeing is, are we going to see this thing break out and break above 22,000 or 20,200? And maybe we could come up and test this 20,600. 20,600 is going to be the next level. And as we start to zoom in, you can start to see it, right? Where there's a lot of resistance there back in June. And then again, the end of June. And then again, at the middle of July. So this is going to be an interesting area to see if we do break through this. Are we going to find resistance around this zone? Let me take a look at the Topstep daily levels. Those have been really nice and really on point as of late. And yeah, you can see there's last week's high, weekly kickoff high is right around 20,203, 20,206. So yeah, that's even more and more, giving me that confidence that if we do run, maybe we'll continue to see resistance around there. Or are we going to just break through that? If we do break through, then yeah, these 20,500 to 20,600 is going to be the zone that I am going to be watching. I'm going to be looking for. Will we get a pullback though is going to be the next question. And if we do, looking from the opposite side is, do we see a pullback? Honestly, I think we got it. I think we got that pullback, and now we're seeing a little bit of a continuation to the long side. If we zoom in, let's zoom into an hourly chart. Zoom into an hourly chart. We could kind of see it even more and more where we had that. Even on an hourly chart, you could see where we had that higher low, and then we broke out, and this was the consolidation, and then we broke out of the consolidation. And then if you guys were watching on Friday, we had that amazing house account trade. Take a look at this. We had the breakout. We had a retest. And now, do we get a continuation? Well, it sure as heck looks like it. It looks like we're breaking out right now. I'm a little bit late to the party, but yeah, it looks like we're breaking out of this zone. We're breaking through these 80s and 90s, and we're already into the 100s. And so, can we see this continuation? Definitely. I would not put it past this market. First level, maybe we could see the top of this, right? 20,255, maybe 200 evens. Maybe we get to 200s overnight, to be honest. We might even see 200s overnight. If you guys remember, on Thursday, we had an overnight trade that worked out really, really good. I think I missed an opportunity to get into a trade. What I was watching, and I was watching this last Friday, and I was thinking we could maybe see an opportunity to get into a long before before we broke out. However, I think I just missed the boat, and we're starting to rally and break out through that area already. Let me look at a 5-minute, and you can see. I'll show you another pattern. Take a look at this pattern. This is such a beautiful pattern, everybody. See, higher lows. This is a very, I don't know, what do you want to call this? A flagging pattern, a wedge, but we're making higher lows, and the trade was a break above that. And yeah, we're off to the races to the long side. Next level, maybe we could see test is the 130s, and then again we'll have the 150s, 156, and then if not, maybe 201. But what a beautiful pattern. A nice breakout pattern. Come test, higher lows. It's nice and clean on the 5-minute chart as well. And if we take a look on what's happened since we opened up, Sunday night, you can see we gapped up. We gapped up to 39, and then we sold off all the way down to basically 20,000 even. 97, 96. And now we rallied up, and if we're just going through basic technical patterns, rally, flagging pattern, continuation, flagging pattern, and now more continuation. Quite the move, to be honest. Pretty straightforward trading. If you guys are trading tonight, that was it, right? This is a very simple, straightforward market where we're having breakouts, we're having flagging patterns. Another breakout. Do we see a flagging pattern again? And then look for more breakouts? I'm not sure, but pretty nice, smooth, easy. I hate to use that word easy, but consistent. Consistent might be a better word. I like to see us pull back. I'd like to see us pull back down to these 20,070s, maybe to where all of this consolidation was, all this resistance, and then I want to see this resistance become support. So that's what I'm going to be watching now. That this market's already moving in slow markets. If we get a pullback down to this zone, then I could take a look for some buying opportunities. Maybe there is some type of a bullish trend line. We could even find a way to bounce over. Everyone's talking about moving averages. Everyone's talking about the VWAP. However, to me, just a very basic, simple technical pattern. If we get a pullback down to this area of support, then I would see if we could find some type of reversal. The hardest thing about this, everybody, is where is this pullback going to be? Is it going to be right at 83? Is it going to be at 74? Is it going to be at 62? Maybe we even come all the way down to like 42. Maybe we don't even pull back. Sometimes it could come all the way down to like 20,000 even. But the hardest thing for me in trading is if we're looking for a pullback, sometimes the market isn't perfect. It's not beautiful all the time unless you have that power of hindsight. Let's watch this. I'm going to touch base on the NASDAQ throughout the class. And if we could find a nice slow markets trade or a trade where we could set up and let it run overnight, then I will, and we'll see what will happen. Just like Thursday night, kind of just, come follow me. Let's set up a trade purely for education, not using it as a signals class. Let's move on to crude oil. Crude oil, very similar to the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. Very similar, actually. Bullish, right? Bullish as of late, where we are making higher lows and higher highs. We did bounce off this 70,050 or $70.50, 70.50, where that's similar to what I was talking about the NASDAQ, right? Where resistance, we broke out, resistance became support. It became support again. Will we break through the 7150s? I mean, from a pure technical standpoint, if we can break through that level, that would be the level. Next one I'm going to be watching is going to be in this area, right around $73 a barrel. You could see it. There was a resistance. This is an interesting level, right around $73 a barrel. If we can break through and break out. So just like we was talking about on the NASDAQ, same thing, consolidation. Are we going to see continuation here in crude oil overnight? I wouldn't be too surprised. I really wouldn't. Let's zoom into a 5 minute and see if we could find some type of a technical pattern even on here. Let's see. Yeah, see, higher low, higher low, higher low. Maybe we could watch to see if we could break through this and break out and get over these 7150s. And if we can, maybe we can see a lot of good momentum to the long side on crude oil. Going to go ahead and move on to the next. Let's take a look at Nikkei. Nikkei's already breaking out too. Man, what is up with tonight, everybody? What's going on? This is a 5 minute chart and it's more of the same. Take a look at these. Just technicals are playing on point tonight. Like, look at this. I'm a little late to the party. That's what it is. I could see Nikkei getting to 38,560. 38,560. There's a lot of key resistance area right there. Then the next level is going to be testing right around 39,000. 39,000 is possible as well. 39,000. Someone's saying 39. Yeah. Man, these patterns are just playing in such a beautiful way. Like, look at this hourly chart, right? Nice, beautiful, bullish flagging pattern, and that's what the flagging pattern comes from, right? There's the flag pole, there's the flag, and then the breakout. You know, sometimes we can see something similar to this, which, you know, 38,800. I mean, I could see it. Yeah, I could actually see that. Looks like there was some resistance right there at that 38,800 level. Interesting. It's interesting. I'm literally an hour, 2 hours late to see all of this nice technical patterns playing through. Now, let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold, and then we can get to some questions. All-time highs on gold has been continuing to go through and be breaking out. Take a look at that. What a pattern. We broke through 2,600. We basically left through 2,600 and 2,650. We got to 2,650. Let me look at the daily chart. And after this, we'll go through and get to some questions. Up and away. That's what it has been, right? We broke through this level, and now we're going to go. It's been going straight up, right, with a little bit of a pullback, and then now we're getting up to 2,660. Let's look at the hourly chart. To me, on gold, I think it's going to be more of the same, just waiting for pullbacks, waiting for technical setups, and then getting into the trade, following the trend. This is going to be an interesting week now that the rates have officially been cut by 0.5 and the markets have had time to digest it, going into a brand new week this week. And maybe we're going to see some nice clean trading this week. I'm excited. We started to see a little bit of it Friday. We took advantage of it in the house account. It was beautiful. And I think maybe more of the same. I would love to see a pullback in gold, and same with basically all these markets where we're just looking for pullbacks. Yeah, man, NASDAQ's just breaking out. Look at this. Not even looking back. Not even looking back. Wow. That was a beautiful trade if you could get into it, right? NQ broke out. NQ, yeah. Don't chase it. It's hard to chase a market like this, especially during slow markets. We're seeing volatility in the Asian session, and it's been lots of buying. Since we opened up on Sunday, let's see where we've been. That's 131 points. 131 points from top to bottom already to start the week. That's big, 0.66%. Let's see from where we let's add it from where we opened. Yeah, we're already up just over 0.5% in the NASDAQ. So nice, clean price action. I'm excited. Let's have a good week. Enjoy, everyone. Like I said, you don't have to trade. Trading is definitely optional, and this proves it. Waiting for a good setup. It's okay to wait. It's okay to be patient. Don't chase the market. Wait for good setups. Then when the setup shows, have that confidence to place the trade, and don't be scared. Don't hesitate, right? It's the buy the dip kind of week. Maybe. So far, so good. Buy the dip has been playing, and throughout the markets so far, it doesn't really matter. I mean, for the markets that I've seen tonight. So let's get to some questions. As always, Sunday is going to be a little bit on the lighter end. It's the weekend, everybody. Always take time, spend it with your family. I don't mind. We'll go through, do analysis. We'll see what the markets are doing, see if there's any setups. It looks like I'm a bit late, so I'm not seeing any setups. If it does, we'll talk about it. But let's get to some questions, and let's keep going. How do you get over the fear of losing what you've already won? Because I want to re-enter, just scared of losing what I've won. Ooh, that's a good question, right? How do you get over the fear of losing? Not only to start out, right? But say you've been trading and you're profitable for the day. How do you get over the fear of losing what you've already made for the day, or what you've already made for the week, or whatever that is? Well, you really have to understand it's a process, right? You have to have that confidence in your system and what you're trading to know that regardless, win or lose, you place the trade, knowing your process, you follow that process, and you understand the outcome. You don't think about the P&L. You should not care when you're in the middle of trading. You should not care about what your P&L is. A lot of traders that I know go through those calculations either on the weekend or when they're not trading, and they go into their trading session saying, I'm going to follow my process. And then just like Coach Jay says, Coach Jay reminded me that on Friday. He said, let's not look at the P&L. We are in the middle of this. We're placing the trades. We're managing the trades. And then once we're done, then we will look at the outcome. We'll look at the scoreboard after the game is done. Sort of thing, right? You wait. As soon as you're done for the day, then you can take a look at the P&L. Say, hey, did I make money today or did I lose money? Whether you're up or down shouldn't affect your trading. And a lot. It depends, right? Because I say that. However, there is a conversation to be had where, as you're trading, and if you're up money, then you can lock in a portion of it, right? Say you're up $1,000 for the day. Then you don't want to give back that full $1,000. And, there is an argument to be made that if you lose $500, then you just lock yourself out. You be done. You be happy with that $500. So there is that argument to be made to lock some up as you're trading through the day, and then vice versa. If you start to lose, then you could, notice that on your bad days, you start to get a drawdown, you just call it quits and move on to the next day. So don't get me wrong, there is an argument to be made on each side. For me, I personally will keep trading my process if the trade sets up. And then here we go. Look at the NASDAQ just breaking out. I was talking about, man. Right at, here's another one. What a market, guys. I'm missing my opportunities on this. Risk a percentage. That's why I like thinking about percentages. But that argument needs to be incorporated and in part of your process beforehand. Yes, correct, Greg. You don't just start trading and then make a decision based off of how you're trading for the first time. You need to have this in your system, saying, if I'm up X amount of dollars by, say, noon, then I'm going to lock myself out. So this and everything that I'm going through, you need to have that already prepared, right? You go into the day prepared for the situations that you can run into. You don't just decide randomly, I'm going to lock out half my profits, or I'm going to stop when I'm halfway down. Do it for a reason, right? So when you go back and review your day, and if you do a journal entry, then yes, just say, this is why I stopped trading, because of this. It follows my process. If you start to get emotional, then yeah, you could just lock out and put it in your journal and say, oh, I started to get greedy or fearful or get emotional. Then let's just lock out and move on to the next day. I know. It's going to be an interesting day for sure. We're already up Are we up 1%? I don't think we're up 1%. We're up 0.6. 0.6. So we're up 119 points from the close on Friday. Yeah. Still, that's quite a bit. That's still a lot. I mean, it's a big move. Yeah, this is a little bit of resistance, right? Here's some technicals for you. A little bit of resistance around this area where I'm not surprised if we get a little bit of a pullback here. One could even argue this is how I would trade this. Watch. I'll show you guys. This is just purely for educational purposes only. I would trade this. Oh, man, that was it. That was the little pullback. Yeah, I think it was done. It was the only way I would trade this would be because of that support and resistance. As soon as we touched it, then there was a reason to take just a quick short scalp, just really quick, maybe looking for 5 or 10 points. But this market is super strong, super strong. This is the one. Let me edit this. You could tell my feelings were on Saturday, right? Or Friday. Let's take a look. Yeah, look how this market is just moving. Let's see where we could. There might be a little setup, but I'm going to watch this. Let's watch this. I'll get to a few more questions. And like I said, tonight, it's Sunday night and early class. Get back to family, get back to relaxing and preparing for the week ahead. Why not get long if that was a pullback? Well, I'm not gonna to buy it when we're already up here. I'm waiting for a setup. I have to follow a strategy. You have to follow your strategy, right? Either wait for a pullback to buy. And just talking about probabilities and risk rewards. Would you stop by breakout of the next resistance level? The next resistance level could very well be like this 37, and I'm just having a hard time buying it. I wouldn't buy this already. I would wait for a pullback and then something like this, right? We're wanting to see price action. We're wanting to see a reason to enter, just a reason to enter this market. Just because you buy up here because the market's going this way, for me, is not the reason. It could definitely be anybody else in here. If you have a strategy to play whatever the market's doing right now, follow it. Follow your strategy. There's always going to be a trade to be set up. But right now, I'm not seeing a reason to enter a long. Maybe the exact opposite. I would find maybe a reason to take a quick short scalp, and that would be it. Just because we're already up 0.6%. We are up near this area of resistance. If we get to 153, 148, then maybe taking a short scalp. But we could see another breakout. Yeah, this market, it's hard to step in front of a market like this, especially when it's just, we could bounce 10 points in just a second. I mean, look at that. Look at these moves. These have been big moves in the NASDAQ. Yeah, if you're short this, you're probably scared. If you're long this, you're probably just as scared, right? It's just one of those markets where you don't want to be short, and the longs are a little bit nervous as well. Gold just broke support. Yeah, gold's going the exact opposite. You know what? I actually might like, yeah, an enter on that A short gold was looking a lot better, right? A break of gold. What is this? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central. There it goes. Let's zoom in there. Yeah, a break of that support would have been a great trade, actually, right? This is a nice support resistance level zone. Short there, it's right at 8 p.m. The next area I could see gold coming to is maybe 36, 37. 36, 37 is a possibility. But I missed that one too. Yeah, it would have been a short buy, a sell stop at 42.8. 42.8 would have been one. Yeah, I could see gold coming down to 37 maybe. Maybe even 29. Could we see 20 gold to 29, 26, 29? That's quite the move. Wow, these markets are moving tonight. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Come on. Yeah, take a look at this. Another break to the long side. Yeah, if we can get up to these 154, 153 level, I might take a quick short for just looking for 5-10 points. But nothing of that. Let's get to some more questions. Get a few more things set up on my end. Just give me a moment. I want to review something. A few more questions. Have you ever been tilted? Yes, I have been tilted. Not very often. Do I let it get to my trading? I used to. I don't let it. It's been a while since I ever let it affect my trading. Yeah, I would say I used to, but I don't let it affect my trading as much as it used to anyway. So there's that. Yeah, let's just continue to watch the NASDAQ. It's tempting to trade, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait. See, I'd be looking to maybe take a short and a pullback, but yeah, I'm going to wait because I could see us getting up to 53, 54. If we get the pullback now, then so be it. Then I missed it. But we could watch this, and then we could take a look at gold as well. Yeah, gold's bouncing. Now we're getting a little bit of a pullback here on the NASDAQ. Okay, anyway, pass with the pros. Did you guys remember, if you guys didn't catch Topstep TV during the daytime show, it's where Topstep is, we're always trying to find traders, great traders, to come on to Topstep TV and just spend time with us. Topstep has one of the best community that I've ever seen in trading. And that's what it is. We're trying to find traders. And let me see if I could get that link, actually. It's somewhere right here. That's what I was going to talk about. Let's see. There it is. This is cool. And maybe I could even join it. I'll have to talk with the team about if they need me or want me to join that. About passing. So somebody who is trading a combine, and if they would like to join us on Topstep TV, I think it's at 1 p.m. Central. Go in. There's the link to the YouTube. And if you're in a combine, maybe you're close to passing, maybe I don't know the exact rules. But yeah, if you're in a combine, maybe you can hop on with me, Coach Jay, some others that might be on at the time, and trade with us. That would be really cool. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else there. Anybody? There we go. Getting a few things set up behind the scene. Any more? Let's get to a couple more questions. Maybe yeah, that's awesome. Sign up. Yeah, sign up in there. It's fun. I'd love to see the more people we could get on to Topstep TV. I think is the better. I love seeing it. I mean, man, Topstep is continuing to just raise the bar. Like every single time I look at notes or I see what we're doing on TopstepTV, it's just another person who just brings Topstep to the next level. It really is. And we're having Brian Shannon on the next, and it's going to be on, what is this, the 24th? Yeah, the 24th. And you guys, I see how you guys like trading the anchored VWAP. Coach Jay's an amazing trader at the VWAP, and he's one of the pioneers of it, and he will be on TopstepTV on the 24th as well. So, man, again, just another one. Every single week, it's someone new, and it's really cool to see. Let's see if there's any other markets moving. Yeah, Nikkei's just pushing up. Everything's moving tonight, and if you didn't get in, don't get FOMO. Don't get FOMO. Don't try and chase this market. Be patient. Wait for pullbacks. Wait for higher probable trades. Wait for the trades to come to you and not be chasing it. So that's going to be it in terms of, I'm not going to see any trades. I'm not seeing anything too great for the market. So let's get to a few more questions, and maybe we could even call it early, everybody. What do you consider chasing a trade for you? Well, to me, chasing a trade would be trying to get long right now. It might work out, but this market's already moved so much without me. Trying to buy it right now would be chasing, because there's nothing in my rules that says buy it. It would be waiting for some type of a technical pattern that we've seen a couple times, and then getting in at the breakout, or waiting for that pullback and then getting in. So it's waiting, being patient, waiting. This market, yes, can very well continue up. And yeah, if you buy here and it continues up, you're going to be profitable. But anything that is outside of my strategy and anything that is outside of the process that I trade, I will consider that chasing, trying to find that. Answer your question. What was your question? I must have missed it. Yeah, you guys know this chat goes through too very quick. Bought 102. What do you think about my buy? Well, you're in money, right? You're profitable. Topstep is flawless with payouts. Yeah, I've never had any issues with payouts at Topstep, and I'm up at 336,000 this year at Topsteps. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'm on this account. I don't know. Yeah. So I've already taken out 186,000, and yeah, my live account balance now is 149. Has Topstep changed my life? No, I wouldn't say it's changed my life in terms of the dollar amounts, but it's provided me a really great opportunity to help traders and do what I love. Like I've been successful in my life in terms of the dollar amounts and everything else, and Topstep in terms of changing my life, I'll say, you know what, I would say yes. I would say Topstep has changed my life because it's enabled me to help traders and continue to do what I love, and that's helping traders. It really is. How much do made from options? I've made a lot more than this in my options. This is kind of just my day trading and scalping, and I'm doing this with Topstep. Trading is my primary income, and one of my primary incomes, and most of it comes from options. What did you do before getting into trading? I did supply chain. I've done a lot of stuff, but trading has always been there since I was a kid. How do traders who sign up for Topstep reach the make money part? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Whit. You just Discord. Ooh, there you go. Andrew, if you are in here, or if one of the moderators are in here, can you send a link to Discord? I would 100% recommend Discord. The Topstep Discord is the best. We have the coaches are in there, the community's in there. There's a bunch of different channels where you can go through and learn different things, experience, and a trading buddy cannot be underestimated. Thank you, Andrew. There's the Topstep Discord. So sign up in there, or just come. You don't even need to sign up. You just log in, right? Log in. So I would recommend that. How do I be consistent? You do the same thing over and over again, even though it's boring, because trading is boring. Trading really is boring. Epic Gamer, you said you've been banned from the Discord. Send a message. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how the banning and the stuff works. If you've been banned from Discord, I'm sorry. That sucks. Maybe message the team and they give you a small thing. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Would getting in on gold at this pullback be a play for you? I'm not seeing anything tonight, guys. No, I wouldn't say this is a pullback to look for a short, right? Because we immediately rejected. If anything, that might look bullish, right? Because this was resistance. I mean, the fact that we rejected, I don't know. Gold's not the play for me tonight. If I was to find and sit here and wait, it's going to be something like the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's moving. It has nice and clean price action. I wouldn't mess with gold. For my personal, right? Yeah, repetition can be fun if you're good at it. You know, repetition, whether you're making money or losing money, is consistent. And then you have to be trading. And then you adjust. And then you make adjustments. And then you make tweaks. And then you'll start to see the profitable side. You have to be consistent first. Consistency comes first before profitability. Yeah, trading is 95 or more, I would even argue, waiting. I see you. Epic Gamer. Yeah, well, that's what happens, right? Few more questions. Monday after triple witching, is this rebound normal? Yeah, this week okay. This is a good point. So today is Sunday, or tonight is Sunday's open. It's basically Monday, and Friday is what we call triple witching, right? It was a rollover. Everything was expired. Now everything is 100% on the Z contract. We had a lot that happened last week. There was a lot of uncertainty, a lot of people waiting. We were watching the markets, was watching to see what FOMC. It was rollover. We're finished on Friday, and now everything's behind us. It's in the past. It's a new week, and it seems like really fresh, right? Since everybody's waiting, and everybody was waiting. Now that we're finished, I'm not surprised by this move, right? This was Friday's price action. There was a lot of consolidation, a lot of waiting, but there were buyers still stepping in, and now here we go. Now we go up, right? Now it looks like we're starting to catch a bid. Maybe we could see the market finally, people finally come into the market to say, okay, we're done, we're waited. All the options are expired. Not all the options, but it's rolled over. And now we could just go in and start buying up the market. I don't know. I don't really place trades based off of my opinion on what I think the market's doing. But yeah, that's what my opinion is that now that everyone's done waiting, and now that we've kind of seen everything that's happened last week, then maybe a lot more of the bigger players can say risk on type conversation, like, hey, risk on, let's put some money into play in these markets. I don't know, DC33. This could be a little bit of both. Like, this could definitely be short covering this breakout, right? So whenever we break out and up through this, yeah, I could almost, I don't want to say the word guarantee, but yes, everyone who was short, if we broke through this, yeah, there was definitely some short covering here because some stop losses were probably in this area. So yeah, there was short covering here. There's also probably new money coming into this. If you could say that my account or our accounts might be considered new money where we're trading this, and when we see a breakout, especially when we were consolidating for a few days, then yeah, new money could definitely come in and say we're looking for this markets to go higher. No, I never said all algos. I'm not sure who's saying that. Damon, I don't know. Am I missing your question? I'm seeing you. You're saying I'm missing your question. Okay, let's see. I think I found it. People demotivated by saying only institutions make money. Now, to be super successful, do I need to trade just options? Can retail traders make serious wealth, or this is more an income thing? It depends on two things. What would one consider true wealth? Okay, so I want to answer this question. And to summarize that is only institutions make money, question mark, or can we generate wealth from trading like we do here in Topstep? And so the first question I would answer it. I don't want to answer a question with a question, but you have to first determine what your own goals are. What's your goals? What are they? Are you wanting to become a full-time day trader? Are you wanting to just make a little bit of extra cash to pay off debts or go on a vacation? Are you wanting to do this as a part-time? I don't know. So everybody is going to be having their own goals and what they want trading to be for them. For me personally, the day trading aspect, getting in and out, you guys see me on these Topstep accounts, I'm using this as just building an account, and then I'm using this as wealth generation. So this money, say let's just take for this for example, $150,000. If I make this, I did make $186,000. I've already pulled out this spring, and I didn't buy anything with that outside of some smaller tagged item like tires for a car and a few smaller essentials. $100,000 of that is in a CD. It's in a CD at 5.25% interest, and as soon as that one's done for 12 months, I'll put it into another one. Sometimes when I pull money out of the markets, I put it in longer term investments like options. I've bought a lot of Nvidia shares over the past month, which are doing really well. And a lot of the money I make doing this, I put into longer term stuff to where I don't have to actively manage it, right? So I don't have to actively manage it because I don't want to spend every single day, 8 hours a day managing money, because that adds a lot of risk as well. So it really depends. It depends on what your goals are. Like that's going to be it. It's like a high yield savings that you can't touch. That's what a CD basically is. You put it in there, you can't touch it, and it gains 5.25% interest. For me, you'd have to. It depends on where you go. It depends on where you. This is okay. Now remember, this is not financial advice. Come on, guys. You're gonna start having me talk more about the financial side. Yeah, let's get back to the markets. A couple more questions, and we could call it good. Yeah, yep, exactly. Blast props. There it is. It's an account like a savings account that's locked up for a period of time and earns a percentage based off of where you put it. Yeah. Oh, Lynn, where did you get those at? Yeah, now's a good time to get those interest rates before they start going down. Can you explain a three candle entry from Friday? Ooh, okay. Let's do this to be the last thing. Let's make this the last thing for tonight. We had a beautiful house account on Friday. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll call it good. We'll end it. I think this is a good note to end it on. So here is let's go over Friday's trade, because we made $30,000 on that one trade, but then we took a lot of losses before we got to that trade. I think it was like 3 or 4 losses in a row, and then we had that trade. You guys know how I like to trade: 30% win rate, 25% win rate, but having a great risk reward. Let's go over the trade from Friday. So here's the NASDAQ. The trade on Friday was on the ES, the S&P 500, and let's review this. So let's take a look at the hourly chart. And we're looking to buy a pullback. And here's how the day went. So the market's selling off. The first area I was looking to buy was the high of the FOMC candle. And basically in this zone, I was looking to buy a pullback. Okay, so we got down there and we kept selling off. We got all the way down to this level. Now, once we got down there, you can see around 57.36. That was another area that I was looking to buy. So it's hard to see on the hourly chart, okay, because up we go. But it was really simple and basic and straightforward. So we look at that. This was the first area. We broke through that. We took a loss. First, we took a loss at the low here. Then we took another loss somewhere around here. And then we kept going down to 57.36. I was feeling extremely confident about that because big area of support and resistance. We could even go down as far as 57.28 as like a stop loss somewhere down there. But that's what I was looking at on the 1 hour chart. However, I love the 5-minute chart, especially during the New York session. So all of this was happening. And as we start to zoom in, you can see there's the resistance here, looking for support to become resistance. This kind of also explains a lot in terms of where, as looking to be okay buying around these 40s, 57.48 in this level. And so the trade that came on Friday was basically because of this. There was a lot of nice resistance in this area. And on Friday, let's just go through Friday's trades. Oh, come on. Okay, so you guys could see that. I'm just going to put a white line there. It's a zone, and I'm going to put a white line here. So there's 2 zones, okay? 2 zones. This zone and this zone. And so on Friday, we sold off and we came down to this first zone. So if anybody was asking, Dakota, why were you buying? We were breaking down. It's in a downtrend. You're a horrible trader, blah, blah, blah. That was why. Like, I see traders tell me all the time, why are you buying it? Why are you buying it? There's no reason. You're catching a falling knife. And my answer to all the time is, it's not a falling knife if you're buying at an area of support and you're buying on a technical reversal. That's a 3-bar reversal or a consolidation in a breakout. Buying a falling knife is just buying for absolutely no reason and without any proper risk and trade management. So sure enough, this was the first trade, was buying here around 57.50, and it looked great, right? It looked like we was going to break back up and break into this area. We were up at like $9,000 in the house account on this trade with a stop loss below, but unfortunately we did break down and we got, this was the first big loss in the house account. I think we might have even had a loss up here, but yeah, this looked really, really good. However, we sold off, and we sold off. There was no 3-bar reversal. There was no 3-bar reversal until we got down here. We came down. This was that zone, right? Remember, from all this support and resistance, or this was resistance, it became support, right? Resistance, broke out, came down, it became support. Looking for this to become support again. And sure enough, we came all the way down. Boom, beautiful reversal candle. So that is a beautiful 3-bar reversal. 42, house account scaled in. So it's hard to go through exactly because I was looking at a smaller time frame, but that's the entry. So entry was the break of the high of the candle, 57.41, and boom, get in, stop loss at the bottom of that candle, and then we scaled in. So we did come down again, and we entered more, we built the position, and yeah, that was the trade on the 5-minute chart. So that was the trade on the 5-minute chart based off this. I was also looking at a smaller time frame, and I'll show you what it looks like on a smaller time frame. So zooming in on the smaller time frame, same exact thing. So here's what it was. We came all the way down. We rejected. I was looking for a 3-bar reversal even on a 1-minute chart was valid, but it didn't trigger until all the way back up here. So sometimes these candles can be very, very wide, and this has a wide stop loss. Unfortunately, I like those smaller ones where we can have a little bit tighter of a stop loss. But we got in. Hogue was great with the execution. I think jumped in like somewhere right here. And then we added, I think 20 or 30 contracts here at 740. So if you guys rewatch Friday's trading, it was beautiful. We added 20 contracts at 57.40, like right there. It was beautiful. And then just broke out. We added some more, I think a break of 43s. And yeah, unfortunately, we did see this flagging pattern, and this was just so bullish. Flagging pattern, looking for a break even longer. But yeah, I do understand Coach Jay's where it looks like there's always a possibility to break down, right? We trimmed some, and then we started to break out, and yeah, that was the trade from Friday. Pretty simple and straightforward. Anyway, rewatch Friday's trade. It was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty. All right, I think that is where I am going to end it. I will be on Topstep TV bright and early tomorrow morning for for fast markets. I believe it's Nick for a tick. We'll see if we can get another few great trades in the house account. It's Monday. Let's see how this week is going to be going. Starting out to be a great week. Just by basic price action, right? So far, so good. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, if not tomorrow night. So take care, everybody, and enjoy your Sunday night.